Welcome back to the Locked Rooms. I am playing the fourth and final chapter in this video. This is gonna be a long one, so let's go. Anyway, the Shadow of the Goat. Let's see this. The story took place during a masquerade ball. The host was a man donning a leopard mask. Leopard opened the doors of his castle and welcomed a myriad of guests that filled the main hall. While the evening started on a pleasant note, trouble started brewing a man wearing a goat mask. The man in question was a noble nobody was fond of, who was having heated discussions with the other guests. Drunk, he blurted out that he'd studied the occult and was capable of disappearing from any locked room. People laughed at him, but Goat doubled down, daring everyone to put some money on the line. 6 people accepted his wager: lion, owl, deer, peacock, rabbit, and fox. Led by Goat, they moved to a secluded part of the castle. After descending a flight of stairs, they arrived at a dark dungeon hall. Deeper in the dungeon, behind a wooden door, was a cell corridor, thinly illuminated by the moonlight. Goat lit up a pair of candles and offered them to the group, allowing them to inspect the place as they saw fit. After a thorough investigation, the group found no means of escape. Goat himself was also searched, revealing only an ancient book in his possession. Once everyone was satisfied, Goat took one of the candles and instructed everyone to wait in the dungeon hall. Is that book gonna have a secret compartment? Anyway, he grinned in the candlelight as the group closed the door, sealing him away. Nervous chatter filled the air as the group waited anxiously in the hall, so Goat has locked themselves in for some reason. Deer, holding the second candle, illuminated the wooden door the entire time. 15 minutes later, a piercing shriek resonated throughout the dungeon. When Deer opened the door, he froze, so everyone saw the same thing, a lone flickering light coming from the last cell. The group rushed forward in an excited panic. There they discovered the candle and the book abandoned on the cell floor, but Goat was missing. Everyone quickly checked all the cells, but to their shock, Goat wasn't in any of them. Owl then revealed that he stood behind the whole time to block the exit with his body. He felt no one going past him. The barred windows were tightly secured, and there was nothing inside the dungeon that could explain the escape. As promised, Goat had disappeared. Okay, so he disappeared. Well, you said I'm finished, huh? The night didn't end there because 15 minutes later, after Goat vanished, as the group searched the dungeon for him, he was spotted in the main hall. Witnesses saw him having a conversation with Leopard before the two left together. Castle guards reported they headed towards Leopard's chambers. So Goat has reappeared here? Another 15 minutes passed before the group returned, defeated from the dungeon. They were in disbelief when people told them Goat had been seen leaving with Leopard. Well, I mean, they're masks, so since something was wrong, they decided to split up and search for them. Most members of the group didn't find anything until several screams echoed in the distance. People started arriving one by one at the source of the commotion, the castle armory. Everyone noticed broken pieces of a barricade, indicating the door had been forced open. Inside the room, Fox tried to wake up a battered and unconscious Lion who sat behind a window. Nobody knew what was happening, but one fact was certain: Goat was not in the armory either. Fox then gave the testimony of what took place. After it went their separate ways, strange noises coming from the armory prompted an investigation. She tried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge, and she raised her voice asking if anyone was inside. Suddenly, she heard a scream from Lion, followed by a brief struggle and the sound of glass shattering. Then silence. In a panic, she grabbed an axe hanging just outside the armory and struck the door until it opened. To see Lion collapse beneath the window, but nobody else was there. Fox stayed by Lion's side until the rest of the group arrived, and Lion was replaced by a white pawn. After Lion woke up, they asked him what had happened as well. Recounted finding... Lion's actually alive, and recounted finding Goat in the armory. He questioned about Leopard, but he played the fool. They argued until Lion heard Fox's voice through the door. Before he could answer, Goat pulled a knife abruptly and stabbed him. A struggle ensued. Lion managed to wrestle the knife away, but was forcibly pushed against the window, losing consciousness as he hit his head. But just before he did, he was certain that Goat was standing right next to him. When he woke up, he was surrounded by Fox and the rest of the group. Everyone had a horrible realization: nobody's seen Leopard yet. In a frantic sprint, the group ran towards the chamber. The door was locked. They reached the room, only to find Leopard dead on the floor. The police arrived at the scene, but found themselves terribly puzzled. Every corner inside the castle was searched, but there were no conceivable hiding spots. The area around the castle was inspected, but there were no traces of an escape. Everyone's masks were removed, but not a single one revealed the man behind the ghost mask. He had disappeared again. At last, everyone believed him. This air, this foul stench, just what on earth happened here? Bo is not impressed, but sure. How'd the first part go again? Yeah, that's a lot to take in. Just take your time, talk to each other, you got this. Okay. The cards have been split between all the dioramas. Yeah, that's a lot. How did Goat disappear multiple times in the castle? Oh, come on. Goat's a master of faking other people's voices. And Goat had one accomplice that night. At least you tell me, right? Friggin' unknown accomplice stories can explain anything and everything. So, okay, let's see. The dioramas of the rooms are mirrored. The windows lead to the moat, not the courtyard. I'm not sure how that matters. Like, aren't they two-way? But okay. Not sure what that, like, that is the courtyard. The windows should be two-way. I don't really understand that part. Group photo. Oh god, I just realized. I don't know how to distinguish animals. There's some guests that look female. Do you think ghosts? I say ghost. The whole impersonating other people's voices thing. Like, I wonder if Goat would also have to impersonate their appearance in any way as well. But okay, let's see what this is. Here we have one of them, leopard's body with a bloody handkerchief. There's the door. Right, in here we have documents, candle, table, ink, chainmail on this corner, wardrobe, and a bed. Window, yeah, shield, I mean sword, that doesn't really seem wrong. Okay. There's also this room. That opens like that. That was axed out. On this corner, mannequins, chainmail. Oh, the chainmail actually doesn't exist on one of the two suits. Broken plank, barrel, makes sense, yeah. Lion's duplicate clothes. What duplicate clothes? We had... Wait. Was there another set of lion's clothes spotted elsewhere? Got a bunch of swords that remain. Swords all remain here. Knife on the floor. Knife. This one has a gap between them, so it looked like those are connected. So, I mean, we're assuming due to the era that there's no, like, recording voice technology, even though there has been speakers in the past. This is the thing that happened first chronologically, and the windows look too small for a person to get through. Though they're not exactly the most aligned, those bars. Really does not look like there's much space to hide. I mean, there's these other rooms. And was one of them using the trick? Also over here, shackles, rope, more rope. I wonder if the rope trick's gonna be involved again. So this recaps everything. Leopard is not present. There's no means of escape. Goat was patted down. There was nothing but an ancient book. The group left Goat alone, and then the Goat went inside that corridor. Deer illuminated the door the whole time. A loud shriek resonated behind the door. There's a candlelight from the last cell. Everyone except Al rushed to the last cell, and Al was the one blocking the door, so Al could be the accomplice. The candle, the book remained. They inspected all cells, although of course they did skip past to the last cell. Al blocked the entry to the cell corridor, and Al isn't the accomplice. Well, huh. I assume that Owl wasn't, like, replaced with Goat at some point, and it would probably be too obvious if someone just freaking appeared from nowhere. Or if it's the lighting. These look more evenly centered from the outside. Now, with impersonation involved, and of course an accomplice, the accomplice's identity could be the one that Goat pretends to be. But then the question is kind of like, how would they make sure that, considering they're using the same identity, Goat and the accomplice in this, how they would not be detected together? I don't know, I guess I was expecting more of a trick with in these rooms. Which do it, like, the only thing I can tell is they have different door ajarness, but I don't think that's relevant. There's also the window, too. Like, if someone wanted to hide out in a place that wouldn't be seen, it would be through that window, of course. That's not through the corridors, unfortunately. We'll come back to this, probably. What was next in the events? There was a rumor that Goat was seen with Leopard. And there were shouts from the armory, where Fox was apparently trying to wake up an unconscious lion. Actually, that did happen. That was definitely true instead of made up. No one was the man behind the goat mask. Goat was nowhere to be found. I don't really understand this order. Because it says, oh, Fox is trying to wake up a lion, and then down here... I guess the weird thing is that it says the lion's already unconscious here. And then, like, further along in the events, Fox heard some noises coming from the armory. The door did not budge. And heard lion screaming, shattering, and then silence. And then Fox broke the door with an axe and found Lion unconscious against the window. So did Lion go freaking unconscious twice? Oh no, it's because it's group testimony versus Fox testimony. So these all have group testimony on them. So they are just multiple ways to describe the same timeline. Since no one was the man behind the goat mask. I guess the purpose that dioramas the rooms are mirrored thing is that the windows leading to the moat mean the windows inside the mini diorama represent, like, this room is inside the castle pointing at the moat. They are not suitable hiding spots. There's blood that is on the window slightly, though, and it kind of, not really, lines up with this. So, of course, the main thing that is wrong is that in Lion's testimony, Goat was in the room in there, and then no way to escape, and then Fox comes in, and then Goat's not in the room. You would assume maybe there's a big time gap between when when Lion's testimony and Fox's actually happened. There's a lot of barrels to hide it in this room. And I don't think Fox left the room at any point for, like, Lion's body to get replaced with Goat pretending to be Lion or something. Now, this is easy if Fox is the accomplice, but could some other one do it? I wonder if the accomplice is the one who could have stabbed Lion wearing, like, a goat mask, and then Goat would be actually outside as Fox's voice. Okay, let's go to the final section. Shoot, this actually came second in the events. Leopard and Goat were seen in Leopard's chambers. Well, it's third in the sense that the group only entered Leopard's room at the very end. They forced the door open and found Leopard dead. Leopard had a stab wound at the back of his neck. Leopard always carried a key that could open any castle door, but it wasn't on his corpse. We read the documents in another mystery we could have, but it's not relevant. It says open any castle. It doesn't say lock any castle door. The main meme of a locked room is that you can't get out of it with the door locked. I wonder if this is an actual locked room. That is about it, actually. Interesting that courtyard doesn't even seem to be that used. Fact about everyone access the castle rooftop. I don't even understand that. I don't think we had any, like... Is there anything useful about the freaking rooftop? This boat also. This boat allows some window escape attempts to work. I guess if... Okay, sure, let's touch this. The boat is like the most... This is hard. Shouldn't have all the answers by now. No. Stop saying that. We're not role-playing anymore. That's a scary face. Roleplays are now banned in this server. Stop crying. I'm just making sure you're not a cheater. I mean, if you're so smart, this should be easy too, right? What's the solution? Just hit the boat already. Just hit the boat. I'm not telling. You're just asking because you're stuck. No, I'm not. I know more than you do, at least. If we go into some parts of the story, let's put everything together, yeah? See if we complete the puzzle. Fine. Let's see if we know something I don't, Shay. Probably. Alright. Let's start by understanding how the first disappearance happened. So, Goat was sealed away in the castle's dungeon. This I do not know properly. So maybe this little recap will help. When the group opened the door and checked, Goat was nowhere to be found. I want to say it's an item. That would be the coolest way. This one does not get solved by the existence of a boat, since the window isn't in position. I do not have any other ideas. Like, the one that I like the most, but that's the only one I can really come up with, is that two people are sharing an identity, Goat and the accomplice, I guess. Because if the other identity that is shared is not the accomplice, it would be much riskier for someone who is searching, because there's not much search space, to see a duplicate version of themselves. The other idea is that Goat managed to somehow push Owl away into the window, but yeah, that doesn't really make sense. So, okay, we're gonna say Goat used... Okay, so of course we don't have masks of other people. But we can select Lions as duplicate clothes. This is the closest way to verbalize my theory so far, so let's do this. Yeah. There's the lion mask of the armory. And Goat was able to make voices. Also similar to Lion, though I can't tell. But yeah, sure. Nice. I like what the correct answer. Yeah, we're on the right track here. But Lion would also... How did nobody notice there was two lions? And also lion themselves, for sure. But still said correct answer, so... Huh. This theory also makes it much harder for Lion to be the accomplice. And, funnily enough, Lion being the accomplice is not mentioned in here exactly. It's also possible for the accomplice to help with the illusion by, like, body blocking the lion mask, or, like, facing backwards, or, like, something like that. But overall, I'm still not sure. It's, like, impossible. A lion that's searching carefully would notice the second lion no matter what, unless Goat was in a hidden spot and therefore wouldn't need the disguise anyway. So I can only think that the accomplice is helping hide Goat's position. I can't target the accomplice. I'm going to click. I'm very reluctant about this. As long as Lion never got in, it'd work. Yes, but the accomplice could block. The real trick Goat used had more chances of succeeding. Okay, sure. So can we say Goat used? I mean, like, it's not gonna hide through the dungeon door. That's, like, too clearly obvious. I don't think it would be the candle either. Let's check the where Goat was option. I can't even say near door as well. Which does increase the chances of it working, although... That's an immediately suspicious position to be spotted at. You can do inside the first, second, third, or fourth cell. I think I can go into, like, inside barrel. Oh my god. You know, there's no barrels in this, so... I really don't know. I'm just gonna select near door again. Forevermore. No, they check their... Okay. Chess fight improved. Like, there's no way that I can communicate that the accomplice helped with the blockade that Goat is using, I feel like. I mean, an even more cursed idea is that Leopard is the one that acted as Goat early on. Like, okay, like the other two ideas didn't work, so I'm gonna do this now. Where was Lion when the group looked for Goat? Boop. Inside Armory. The real Lion never went through the door at all. Or dead. Okay, sure, why not? Let's say they were accomplices, too, why not? Goat and... Sure, I like how... I wasn't... This is not what I meant when I was communicating that, but there we go. Goat disguised himself as his partner. Hid in one of the cells. Yes, of course. Not noted. How do you not? Oh my god, this was never an option when I read the summary before. Alright. Nobody realized that because it was dark. And somehow people don't notice the mask. Anyway, if you spend the effort to make it the mask, I would assume it wasn't dark enough. People could see their masks, but oh well. Alright. But there we go. Yeah, we're totally crushing it. So... There's something, but maybe it's obvious. How did Goat even get Lion's clothes? If they're working together, that'd be like the easiest bit, right? Yes, Goat was actually patted down. Although, it could be in the cell earlier on. Do it somehow. No. Now, it could be using the window in a boat with the clothes on it. I have the one about Goat being patted down. Now, I originally thought that Lion's clothes were just in here. We will say that it was received... Oh, Hey, huh? Feels this. This would also mean that Goat's original clothing and mask would need to be hidden, but you could just hide that underneath Lion's clothing. So we'll just stay there. Partial answer, no penalty. Huh? I just thought it was in here. It's not like the book is big enough to hide a mask in it, right? Right? Okay, this is not the most sensible of things, but I'm going to just say the book. Chess fight improved. Am I gonna say stone window? The thing is that this doesn't work out well in terms of time because Goat is patted down, then goes inside, and doesn't have access to this window which might have a boat outside. But I'm just gonna say it. Glargan. Alright. How exactly? Not when they were all waiting because they got a notice. So it was right after everyone went in. The lion guy went towards the window. What? I don't understand this at all. And chucked the clothes towards the cells. What is going on here? No, shut up. No. Okay. It wasn't long before they inspected the rest of the cell, which I imagined that. And Goat wouldn't have time to exchange clothes before Goat was seen. Try again! Oh my god, okay. It's so interesting, like, this is not that kind of game, but it could have been that type of game where you need to look at things from different angles to notice things, and maybe there was a hook on the door that, like, could hide some clothing in there or something. It's just a cell window. Like, it's a little questionable whether a mask could have went in there, or, like, clothing probably could, but a mask? I don't know. But I have no other ideas, so it must be this. It had to come through the windows, but what is right outside the windows? It's water. So... Partial answer. Alright, let's target the boat now. Here we go. The cell windows are too high up. The boat floating... yeah, the boat floating away. The lion guy was on the boat. There was also the stone window right outside also helps make it happen easier. You could leave completely unnoticed. Huh. chest attack complicated? Anyone had access to the rooftop, right? So maybe rope down into the windows. That's why the rooftop thing is a thing. Although you could attach the rope to the boat and the top of the rooftop to keep it stable, but let's not battle advance that hard. Why is it so hard to find the rope and stuff in here? There, because your candle view isn't there. This is like that trick in the tower, Shay. The rope. That's a good one. Alright, so they're never gonna find anything inside the dungeon, but the costume is outside. There we go. Next to one of the windows. The window's also rather high up, and that mask looks so freaking big. What the hell? Alright. That's how the first trick was done, and there's a bunch of stuff that happened after that. So, what happened right after Goat disappeared? People saw... Well, what do you mean Goat didn't actually escape? The group would have left and split. I mean, this rumor could have been started by the accomplice. Shut up, Goat. There's only one Goat mask. We're assuming that the mask can go through the windows, because Lion's mask went through the windows. So it's possible that Goat's mask was brought upwards and exchanged, so I'm going to say that. Alright, we're gonna... Yeah, give it another go. Ding ding. Okay, fine. Yes, we know that. Goat, Lion managed to obtain it because... From the bag? Yep. And that's exactly what I said. There we go. Alright. Now we've explained how Goat disappeared, and how it's possible Goat was seen afterwards. And there's two issues we haven't touched on yet. The attacks in Leopard's room, and in the armory. What happened is particularly confusing, as Lion was assaulted. I wonder if people knew their identities, like, do they know the unmasked faces? Because, like, what if the body that's Lion is not actually Lion? Alright. Yes. Maybe? Maybe after knowing what happened in the dungeon, there'll be some more deductions. What happened in Leopard's room and the armory? I spy by little eye tricks and buffoonery. I shall leave no clue unturned. Quite brutal. The villains were cunning indeed. I see. There's too much I see right now. There's a lot that went down. How Goat escaped from the armory. There's something you might have missed. Easy not to think about, but we'll give you a better view of what happened. Who planned Leopard's murder? Who planned? Wasn't Lion and Goat, they were working together, right? I testified Goat stabbed and ran away. So it was a trick or was it an actual betrayal? Did everything go as planned or not exactly? So why did Leopard's murder happen the way it did? Like, I would say that this is not exactly the most planned. It would seem to me that Leopard only died to get the key. But if Goat and Lion switch positions, then I'm not actually sure who is the one who went into Leopard's chamber. I don't know. But we established that the Goat we saw was not the actual Goat. So we're gonna say that it's actually Lion. Even though this is confusing. So what is it? You just need to put your detective hat, Bowsen. Who do people blame for Leopard's death? Goat. But in truth, who killed him? It's Lion. Yeah. Well, how about just grab the key kindly? Alright. Talk, play checkers? Battle intermediate? Then what reason could Lion have to change masks? I mean, it was already the Goat mask already. Actually, yeah. There's no reason Goat needed to be spotted. Like, a masked Goat needed to... Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. Nice. Unless the Goat was only planning to do some fun magic? What was Goat doing anyway? Just trying to have entertainment? Sure. Lion became mastermind all along. Case solved, not even... Okay, there we go. Maybe Lion being attacked wasn't a trick after all. So the Lion guy was knocked out slightly below the window. Yes, that's what I would think too. But there could be a boat. But I don't know, the weird thing is that the boat theory was, like, disproved during one of the wrong answers, supposedly. Yeah, yeah. The hide behind the door trick. Those are perfectly possible at first glance, but after leaving the armory, what then? Also, no one seemed to recognize. Like, everyone took their masks off at some point. Guards didn't see anyone leaving. There were no footprints. It's not leaving the armory that's the problem. The real head scratch was how Goat managed to escape from the castle since all of the guards were watching. So how did Goat vanish a second time? Everyone removed their mask, but no one was the man behind the goat mask. Was there another switch and the person we think is Lion is not? Is this where the boat comes into play? Like, it says the guards only watched over the bridge, not from the water, but the dirt surrounding the castle, I guess that's another thing. Yeah, there are cannonballs, so just exit the castle by cannon. I'm not sure. Like, maybe it's that Goat just didn't survive. Like, Goat being thrown out into the water and like, but that's not really here, and neither is Goat not, like, hiding somewhere instead. In the water? Let's do that. Are you asking me or is that your answer? Correct, but you'll need to clarify what you mean for me. What exactly what Goat was doing in the moat? Yeah. Yeah, Lion Man set up. Goat was framed, should have stayed and cleared his name. Alright. That means Lion had to kill Goatman. Yeah, if Goatman talked, Goatman would reveal the whole thing. But it looks like Lion got stabbity-stabbed instead. Alright. So, the two men gather in the armory, Goat is distracted. Stops the knight with his mouth. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. But basically, like... No, wait, Shay, I got it right. It was so obvious. There were no Goat... Yes, because Goat didn't actually escape. And the police didn't find him because Goat was deep underwater and dead, which is what I said. There we go. Well, is Lion getting stabbed with Trick? I mean, who knows? Maybe that was part of the struggle, but there we go. I mean, like, getting a deep knife wound in your shoulder or whatever is a pretty damn crazy thing to do for a Trick. Bag full of heavy things hidden somewhere. Ah, and then dumped it through the window. Correct answer! Oh my god! Nice. That said, there's something you haven't explained yet. Yes, we got the bad guy, but... when did the killing take place? So the sensible thing is that Lion just staged the similar events to what happened when Lion killed Goat, since there's no voice of Goat in Fox's testimony. So it's between when group splits up and Fox knocks. Yeah, you need a lot of time to do it too. There we go. What part of the crime scene doesn't seem to make sense? I guess duplicate clothes make that obvious. But not the stab wound, because that could have happened earlier. What broken barricade? That also makes sense to me. The duplicate clothes... Huh. That is weird, right? But it like shows... It exposes the dungeon trick. Chest fight improved! I don't get it. Here's... because Goat was dead by then. I mean, I don't know, maybe they were attacked. Yeah, but there was a fight, a real one before, so... Then yeah, what the heck? Who stabbed... We just said it was not Goat. I mean, I think it could have been Goat, which is annoying, but... this is so weird. And it's not Leopard, too, because Leopard has been established that the stab was a quiet, quick one to the back, so... Because it sounds like that... Well, or... I mean... Or maybe adrenaline made you active despite that, you know? You're right, boss! Chin up! So why not simply open the door? Yes, because we investigated the armory, because Lion got attacked. This means that Lion have a strong reason for fabricating the lie. Why did Lions stab themselves? No choice. I mean, This is a thing that I would have thought. If this was true, then I would have thought this. But now, especially leaving this crap in the table, like... Maybe there was something awkward with the window that caused, like, a sharp... But it doesn't really look like a thing. I mean, there was this, though. The weird splash on there, maybe. Say... What... Something force... Stab... I really want to say the window, but it might not be it. Leonardo Stricia Vergara. But I'll do the window right now. It seems like a stretch. It's not clearly spiky enough, but of course. Maybe there was blood already during the struggle, but that much blood seemed like a stabby type of blood, not concussion type of blood. We'll say that. Correct answer? It's the blood. I want to do some of the meme answers, like saying the knife caused the stab. But yes, our two villains, Lion and Goat. This whole thing started when these two make a pact weeks before everything went down. Lion was in a gambling problem, was deep in debt. Much like Leonardo's stretch play for and he reached out to Goat with a plan to swindle a couple fools out of their money. The night of the party came, the two men riled each other up, which is when Goat brought up the bet. Lion accepted immediately and managed to get a few more people into the ruse. Then everyone went down to the dungeon. The place was searched, but there was nothing to find. And just like that, Goat was sealed away. And then did the trick of grabbing Lion's clothes with the bag outside the window and dressed up as Lion. Then put the trick with the book and the candle, screamed, hid it in cell 2, not that it matters which one it was, and there, Lion went, and Goat could fake being Lion. Goat appeared as Lion. So, okay, Goat would keep the charade, and Goat and Lion was planning to collect the money, but the chess battles have advanced. So, okay, so unneeded backstory here. Leopard and Lion were uncle and nephew. So, if Leopard died, Lion would inherit most of the estate. So, what Lion was really after was an ironclad alibi. So, once the switch occurred, everyone believed Lion was there, meaning the real Lion had a free alibi. So, Lion went and changed into Goat's costume, then went to the party with Leopard. But Lion didn't know to mimic voices, but I believe Lion just wouldn't talk. Okay, that would also make sense here. But what happened right after? Lion killed Leopard, and locking the doors just so nobody happened to find the body. I do wonder if that window was openable. It wasn't openable in the examination stage, so probably isn't actually. So, Lion wanted to kill Goat too. And why did Goat happen to be there? Goat was going to exchange clothes. So Lion exercised some patience. Made sure to let Lion change. I don't know why Lion didn't throw that duplicate costume out. If Goat's body ever floated back up, Lion didn't want any evidence linking back. Alright, and Goat placed the Lion disguise on the table, and then got killed. Lion cleaned the knife and barricaded the door. Dragged the body outside the window, and then took a bag that was hidden in a corner of a room. The bag was heavy, and what was in there? Oh, the missing armor! Oh, to weigh it down? Okay. Okay. Right, thrown out. And then... the fox girl, okay. See it very clearly when I close my eyes. The villain just... okay, so... I mean, it takes like 2 seconds to throw the clothes out, but... the murder weapon shot... oh my... oh! That? Let's throw it on the floor instead of through the window. Okay. Time stops. What should Lion do? Wait in silence? Nay. He didn't know why someone was looking for him. Perhaps Leonardo... Leopard has been found already? The fox lady insists on entering. Finding him in that state would be quite incriminating. Oh yeah! Yeah, like, okay, given the situation where the time is highly relevant, there's no time to get another bag and weigh down that too with the rest of the evidence. Alright. With Goat still missing, the case would be too obvious. They would eventually find the body and most likely the truth. So then, you should create another explanation for the blood in the room. Alright, so the lion screamed, pretended to have a fight with himself with rock sphere, which, by the way, wouldn't that increase the time pressure for someone to break into the room instead? But okay. Took the knife, went towards the window, and... Alright. After an unconscious man went out to give any explanations of what happened with Goat. Blood dripped from his open wound, mixing with the blood of his own victim, even though it doesn't mix with the one on the farther one. But there we go. And the truth lay hidden at the bottom of the sea. And there we go. And the last two words were until now. Alright, so... Hey, you actually aren't that bad at this. I know, that's what I'm saying. Okay, then I guess it's fine if you stay. Here's the real makeup. I was gonna stay anyway, because what if you got stuck on a case and cried? Get stuck? Yeah, I don't want to get stuck. Alright, you two just cracked a tough case. You know what I do when that happens? Celebrate. Okay. Finally, confetti. You brought a few of these. Can you do more? Oh no. Please pop confetti right into Shay's face. Point them up. Okay. Well, there it is. Little locked rooms. There is probably a lot of hidden text, like, for secrets as well, too. Yeah, there it is. And lots of... Who made those footprints? There you go, like this game feels like there's a lot of polish. I love this kind of genre, as I said before.